Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping in and taking a time to take a look at my flowers. I do have some in bloom, not much, but I just want to show what I have. Here what we're looking at is, let me show you the label. It's the neostylis Lucinary Bluebird. This one I got it from a few years ago from Carmela's Orchids, and it came in this basket, and I was having such a hard time keeping it from falling out of the basket that I just stuck it into this decorative pot, and now it's rooted all over into the pot, into the decorative pot, and I don't feel like taking it out because it seems to be doing good. So when I first got it, it was in flower, and it skipped last year, didn't flower. So I think I had it for more than 2 years at least. So it didn't flower last year, but this year, look, it put out this nice beautiful flower. I think I smell like a light fragrance to it, not all the time, one time, so I don't know if it's just something that's from the flower next to it. And it's putting out another spike right here. So these flower plants put out their spike like the vandas in between the leaves, and never on this side, never in the middle. It's always between the leaf nodes. So here's the second one. So looking forward to this in full bloom. I'll give you a close-up of this one. It's beauty. It's pretty. It's pretty, but it's small. It's dainty little thing. But I thought I always wanted this one, so I was glad when Sheldon put it in my order. So that's my first one. This one here is my Dendrobium, little green apples, green laturate, this green elf by convolutum. I had this plant October 2019. Last year it didn't flower for me, but so I had transplanted it into a coconut husk mix, and ever since then it gave me a little setback. And see all those little brown marks underneath the leaves. I had that problem after I transplanted it in coconut husk. I didn't wash it when I got it. I thought, oh, this is from the pet store that I got it, that they use for the reptiles, and I thought, oh, it must be using for them, so it must be pretty clean. So maybe I should have washed. Somebody did tell me after they saw my video that I should have washed it. So anyway, so this was a seedling when I got it, so it didn't flower last year. It put out 3 blooms this year for me, which I'm grateful I got to see it in flower. I didn't detect any fragrance. These are also like a little, I don't know, this is a standard size, or if it's supposed to be small like this, or because sometimes when it flowers for the first time, seedlings when I put out for the first time, it usually sometimes small, and only they will put out a few flowers. So I don't know if this is standard or this is how it's supposed to be. So anyway, so this is my Dendrobium green apple. Now here is a flower that I really love. It's my Fortinera Burana, Beauty Burana. I've seen everybody show pictures of this, and I really wanted it. I got it again in 2019, not last year, in 2019. And it wasn't flower, but when I got it off of eBay, it wasn't flower, but when I got it in transportation and all that, the flower didn't make it. It like died the next day itself. So it was pretty bad shape when he got it. So since then I repotted it in for bark with a little bit of sphagnum moss, and the plant is taken off, and it only gave me one flower. I was hoping it'll be more than one, but it only gave me one. And but it's got nice good roots, and here's another new growth here, but I don't see any buds or anything in it, so I don't think that one's gonna flower this year. But anyway, I always wanted this one. Isn't it a beauty with all these splash, like a yellow with the red splashes? It's beautiful. I think it's got a nice fragrance. It smells like jasmine to me. Beautiful. It's not like a huge cattleya. Its cattleyas can be sometimes very big. So this is not that big. It's like a what, next to my hand. Not that big. So that's my Patnara Burana Beauty Burana. Now this here is a Phaeocalanthe kryptonite, which is a cross between a Phaeocalanthe kryptonite by Calanthe vestita semi-alba. Because it's a seedling, we don't know what color this bud will be. From the looks of it, I'm hoping it's semi-alba. So trying to get the flowers. So it's gonna, hopefully it's gonna flower pretty soon. I just got this in, I think in October. Yes, October, and this was end of November. So at that time it was just a plant and it did not have any buds. So the started spiking after I got it. Now I just want to let you know, show you the plant, what it looks like. God, it has no leaves. And the one leaf, two leaves that it came in, one fell a few days ago and this one fell today. Now don't worry, I'm not worried about this plant. This is a deciduous plant. That means it will it'll shed its leaves. And so I'm not worried. Hopefully the new ones will come out, put out a new growth, and they'll take on. So this got the older pseudobulb, and this is the new one, and that's the one that's putting out the spike. So I'm hoping this is semi-alba, because I already ordered another kryptonite, which is a red one. So I hope this is a semi-alba. I always wanted semi-alba plants. I like the splash petal ones, so the semi-alba with the white and the pink. Oh, it's just shaking too much. So this is my next one. This I'll update it once it blooms. Now here is a Dendrobium Phalaenopsis variety. It has nothing to do with the Phalaenopsis. It's just Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. That's what it's called. Isn't it pretty? It's got like a touch of green on the edges. On the camera I think it's showing up as white, but it does have a touch of green around, and I thought it's cute. And I would never really buy like this kind of Dendrobium, because I'm more into cattleyas and things like that. But when you buy from Carmela's Orchids, they send you like the specials. They send you whatever they have, or whatever they just grower's choice, so you don't get to pick. So he sent it to me a couple of years ago, and this was one of the plants that came in with the deal. And I think I really like this flower. I really like the color combination, and I think it's starting to grow on me, this Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. So this is blooming for me for the first time. Again, it's got 3 spikes, no fragrance, or at least I didn't smell any. And this is the plant. Again, a lot of the Dendrobiums I had transplanted last year into coconut husk and didn't wash it, thinking it's clean because it was used for reptiles. And I got it from the pet store, so I learned my lesson. I will wash it now. Somebody posted on my YouTube saying that I should rinse it 2-3 times. So, but I made my decision. I don't think I'm gonna use it at all. So now on next transplant, I'm just gonna put it in bark. And see the new growth over here. It just rotted on me. But it put out another one, and that's the one that put out the flower. So no more coconut husk for me, unless I just keep washing it and reusing it. But washing and rinsing and washing and rinsing it 3-4 times. That's what I was told that I was supposed to do, which I did not know. So anyway, so this is my Dendrobium. The next one that I'm going to show you is this Fragment Pedium. That's the name. It's just starting to open. I just noticed it opening today. I got this and beginning of November or maybe end of October, I'm not too sure, when Equagenera came to our area and they had a few plants for sale. Not too many orchids, they were selling mostly tropical plants. And whatever little flower plants they had, I selected a few of them from that batch. So this is the plant itself. It had another new growth over here that didn't make it. So this looks like it's a sequential bloomers. It's one just starting and just putting out another bud right here. They have good plants. Look at the size of this one. It's huge. And it's got another fan right here. And then a couple more over here. It had another spike, but that just didn't make it. I had to cut that out. But see, it's a huge plant, but of course when you get it from Equagenera, it's bare root. It's just wrapped up in sphagnum moss, and we have to pretty much transplant it. And look at the pouch. I wasn't much into lady slipper orchids, but you know, I'm starting to get to like them too, just like my Dendrobium Phalaenopsis. Beautiful. So this is my other one. Here is my other Pragmapedium. Isn't this a beautiful little one? Oh, I shouldn't say little, it's a big plant, but isn't she pretty? Look at all those flowers with all those little, I don't know what you call these little things that are just like hanging down. Isn't it pretty? This is my Fragmapedium Wassowickianum, variety Wallacei. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And this is from Equagenera. Again, this is an orchid that I got a few months ago when they came to visit here in my area. And it's got how many flowers? 1, 2, 3 in bud, in flower, and another one ready to open. And the second spike has also got 1, 2, 3 in flower and one ready to open. See, you can see how these little things are curled up in this little, I don't know the names of these, how to sell. I think these are hidden in there, and once they open it up, they just tucked in there, and then they open up. It's just hanging. And they were small when they opened. They were not this big. They were not that big, but I think they're growing each day. They're growing each day. So I heard someone say that these flowers, when they hit the tabletop or whatever, they will stop growing. But if you hang them and let the whole thing not touch anything, they will keep growing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it on a little pedestal so that the petals and these things don't hit anything, so that they can droop down and not have anything blocking them. Because once I think once they hit some tabletop or something, then they will not grow anymore. Oh, that's what I heard. So anyway, so this is my Pragmapedium. Beautiful, beautiful little one. So multiple bloomer. Let me see if I can get a close-up of. Sorry, trying to see if I can get the inside. Oh, that's pretty. That one is pretty. What I have to show you is my Oncidium. This one is the Siku Margarite. It's a tiny, dainty little flowers. It's got, let me move them all up so you can see it all together. Dainty little flowers, very fragrant, so it smells like vanilla. It is so pretty, the smell. So I like it more for the fragrance than for the flowers itself, though there's nothing wrong with the flowers. It's just small, dainty, and they put out like a ton of those flowers. And it's got 3 spikes. I can't wait for them all to open up, and I'm going to stake them so it all stays like up together. I got this a few months ago from our Orchid Whisperer from Hawaii. So that's that one. And I also want to show you this Oncidium, which is little Oncidium Twinkles. Even though it says Calapana Tropicals, I got it from my local nursery around here. And it was a funny story because the plant didn't have a price on it. So the lady looked at the bottom of the pot like this, and it says $2.99, and she gave it to me for $2.99. And I think that's the price of the decorative pot that was it, that little pot that was in, and not the price of the plant. So when I came home, I realized she must have given it to me for the wrong price, because that's what she rang it up for. So I'm not complaining, I'm happy. And it's a small plant, and it's putting out a spike right here. So it should be similar to this, I'm guessing, but it'll be wider, and I don't think it'll have the yellow center, but I'm not too sure because it only says Oncidium Twinkle on it. So that's my Oncidium Margarite and Twinkle.